Common traits that you should know. Phishing is a common attack method used by cyber criminals. Fortunately, there are signs that can help you identify whether that email in your inbox is a scam. For more information, check out Citizens First Bank security tips online at gocfb.bank or follow us on Facebook to learn 6 ways to spot a scam. We're here to help if you suspect fraud. Citizens First Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Well, it's time to catch up with Morrison, and what an absolute thrill to have Kim Ewoldsen in studio. How long's it been, Kim?
I don't know. The kids were here with me one time this summer.
Oh, that's right.
So I've done 2 in a year.
Okay. Well, but, we get to catch up with you every month.
Yes.
And you're telling me right now everybody's on a sugar high in your household.
They are. Like you, we also have a couple birthdays this week. So my daughter turns 7 tomorrow, and my son turns 11 on Friday.
Yeah, and I told you our youngest just turned 40.
It goes so fast.
It does.
And so excited to be in the studio. It just makes a difference, and appreciate all that you do for us.
Oh, no problem. How are things going in Morrison?
Good. So, we've had a few busy weeks, and the onset of the Main Street project, just after the pandemic, everybody just wanted to get back out and do things. And so I think with our Department of Fun, the Chamber, everybody just decided it was time to do some community events again. So we had 2 huge events this past Saturday with our final Rock the Block party that happened downtown, and then a fall harvest festival that was held out at the fairgrounds. We used to do the costume contest downtown. And they moved all of that out to the fairgrounds, had vendors, almost like a little bit of a trunk or treat type event. And so it really was fantastic. And, just to have a local band sort of come out of semi-retirement, 30 West came out and played. And then we had super fun, a witch flash mob showed up on Main Street, and they made an appearance at the Harvest Fest too. You probably couldn't have imagined anything cooler happening in town even 6 months ago.
That would have been great to see. I saw that in the notes about the Dancing Witch flash mob. So how many dancing witches were there?
I don't know. I was trying to count, like maybe 20. But I think the thing is, you can go on the Morrison Department of Fun's Facebook page and check it out. It is just fantastic. And the fact that these gals got together and decided just to have a little fun just added. And I think that's what we've all been striving for. That's what a lot of us now that are in a lot of these positions and helping make things happen remember when we were kids. We want to make sure our kids do the same thing. And we're all sitting around saying, why does it have to be Sterling doing it? Why does it have to be Clinton or Comanche or, wherever? Why can't it be us? And so I think these events the past 3 or 4 months have really made an impact and kind of reignited some of that excitement among our community.
So was it Thriller? Did they do Thriller?
No, it was, I don't even know what it was. It was just
Thriller would have been great.
I don't know if this will play or not.
But anyway, okay.
Yeah, so it's a weird kind of just instrumental.
Well, that is amazing.
Go to Morrison Department of Fun to check it out.
And I think that's so cool, Department of Fun.
Yeah, it is. And, I think that they've done a great job. Leanne Schaefer has done an amazing job at the Chamber, pulled off 2 pop-up markets because our farmers market had been gone. So really just since the spring and all of the events, people coming back out, it's been a lot of fun. And I think, the other thing we're talking about Main Street, we've extended it. So City Council decided to do another block after the initial contract. And so now the next step is you're starting to see some interest in the vacant properties or existing building owners. Ooh, what can I do now? Main Street looks beautiful. So now what can I do to help enhance that? So I think it's just a really cool time to be in the city.
I've been in KROS for over 40 years now. When I first started, I called on the Morrison area because we did a lot of Illinois sports at that time. We had the 2 radio stations. And I was always impressed by Morrison's downtown. I would just park my car at one end, walk down one side of the street, walk down the other side of the street, make all my business calls.
We would love for some of that to come back. There's still a lot of businesses downtown. I think what we're striving for now is those vacant buildings and how do we reinvent them. I'm sure over here you're having housing issues. We certainly have housing issues across Northwest Illinois. And so we're trying to figure out, are there areas or vacant buildings which can be repurposed and have some housing on the upper levels, 2 and 3 floors. And even if you can pick up 8 or 9 apartments, that's more than what we would have available. And how that then brings life back to downtown and what else could go on that at the main floor. Is it a service industry like you mentioned? Is it retail? What is it? And I think for the Development Corporation, we've added some new board members. So now we're asking for priorities. So what do you think is missing? And then sort of, I think the next step for the chamber, for us, for everybody is maybe a community survey. With a lot of the federal monies that have come down, like the ARPA money that a lot of the municipalities and counties have gotten, that's what they're starting to do, is do sort of these community surveys to figure out what does the community think we need. Every community wants a Starbucks. We're not all going to get them. So how do I get a coffee shop? So, those types of things to kind of just address community needs.
Yeah,
needs and wants, they're a little bit different sometimes.
Needs and wants. Visiting with Kim Ewoldsen from Morrison. Now, you did make in your notes there, we have not mentioned about some of the new businesses that are down in Morrison now.
Yeah, so I think I put 3 down.
Yes.
Prim and everything prim and proper, or everything prim and more goes in the old Wilson's greenhouse, sort of on the south. I'm all turned around this morning. The east end of town, and then downtown we have a new restaurant that's opened, Double G Saloon. So you can go downtown, and their specialty is going to be, I think, fried chicken. Maybe on Sundays and fish on Friday nights. Fantastic place to go. And then
Blue Violet.
We have a new floral shop downtown. So just exciting. I've known the owner for years, and she's fantastic, loves the community, and, has wanted to do this for a long time. So it's also fun to see some of these new business owners or existing business owners see their reality and expand or finally see their dream come to reality too.
Now, the Department of Fun, what did they got planned for fun as we get closer to the holidays?
Stay tuned.
Okay.
So we're in the planning mode right now for what's going to be Christmas, and I think that there's a lot of things that can be done with that. We've had a number of people over the years say, well, wouldn't it be cool to do this on Main Street? So I think one of the things between the Department of Fun and the Chamber they were hoping to do is maybe bring back some of the live windows that Morrison was known for a number of years ago, and at those action windows. So as people are walking up and down Main Street, you have some activity. So hopefully by the time we meet next, because I think this Christmas holiday celebration will be the first Saturday of December. So maybe the 4th.
Okay, well,
the calendar didn't switch yet. So.
It'll be the 4th. Yes, it is the 4th. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes.
Perfect.
And then, of course, we're going to have you back in on the 24th, just before Thanksgiving.
Absolutely.
That'd be great. Now, you, of course, are also active with getting industry and business and that into Morrison. How's that going?
Good. So I think one of the things that we continually focus on is just, again, the vacant properties and how do we be creative. So one of the things that we're trying to figure out right now is, do we have an obligation or maybe an interest to take on some of those vacant properties because there may need to be some work done. And when you come in and like, for example, if it's a brick building and it needs any outdoor brick and mortar work done, that could be pretty costly. So how do we entice somebody to take on one of those vacant properties and still be able to cash flow a startup kind of business in there? So I think part of our discussion is going to focus on incentives. One of the things that we've been able to do is we're going to be having a facade program. So people within the Morrison zip code will be able to come to us for some, it's basically assistance to help you double your money if you're going to do a project. The easiest way to define it is it's got to be a visible project to the building. And so we can help cost share that. And the cool thing about how we designed it is that it's, again, for anybody in the 61270 zip code that's a business, because we realize that there might be some businesses outside of that Main Street corridor that could also use some love. But Also, if you are in the historic district, which is traditionally Main Street, you can hopefully next year, sort of after the new budget takes place in May, hopefully you'll be able to also apply to the city for funds. So you could almost piggyback and sort of double dip and have, double the benefit to get some of those things done. So I think those are some things that other communities have done that we're just trying to figure out how to encourage people to want to be in Morrison. And certainly the quality of life events like the Chamber and the Department of Fun are putting on are one reason you'll want to be downtown and being a part of these things.
I always smile when you say Department of Fun. We had Mick Welding.
That's the goal.
We had Mick Welding in not too long ago. Morrison Community Hospital just had their open house. What a great addition for your community.
We are one of 4 or 5 communities that has still a community hospital. And I think that, in terms of small rural Illinois hospitals, and we are very, very fortunate, the fact that they were able to take on the magnitude of expansion that they did is just phenomenal. We talked probably 3 or 4 years ago about the reinvestment that was starting to happen, and it would take a little bit of time to sort of kickstart and see that. So you still see construction crews in. You've seen it all summer long with the construction on Main Street, and all of those people that are in town buying gas, eating, doing those sort of ancillary things that add to the economy. And so just really cool that and fortunate that we're able to have that caliber of facility in a town of, and we still did break the 4,000 mark in the census. It's official. So, we're still in a good shape with the number of citizens, and hope that these combination of things are what entices people along with the daycare, and just really trying to figure out how to make it a great community to be in, from whether and we have a new board member that put it in a really interesting perspective. He's like, I've been here for 30 years. I raised my kids here. Now we're getting to retire here. I have grandkids here. So I'm seeing it from several different perspectives. So that's what we want, regardless of your age. We want you to think about coming to Morrison, living there because of all the great things that are there.
The thing I find interesting about Morrison is your central location in the county. You're off the Mississippi. You're fairly near Sterling Rock Falls, but you've got your own identity.
Yeah, and I think that's something that we're still trying to figure out. And you might see a little bit more of that, more awareness. Everybody has glabbed on to the Department of Fun. And so our question now is, how do we make the Morrison Development Corporation more, aware, more people more aware of the fact that that's what we do, that's what we're here for. Come search us out if you have a business idea.
People would like to find out more about Morrison. How can they best do that, Kim?
A couple ways. I feel like my phone number is probably plastered all over, so feel free. 815-600-6267, or the Chamber's done a great job of keeping everything up to date on either the Chamber's Facebook page, Morrison Chamber of Commerce, or the City of Morrison is also updating their Facebook page with all of the updates on construction status.
And be sure and check out the Dancing Witches Flash Mob.
Oh, and I forgot, Halloween this Friday, trick-or-treat hours, 4 to 7 this Saturday in Morrison, not Sunday, Saturday.
Saturday, 4 to 7, trick-or-treat.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're listening to AM 1340 KROS, Clinton, Iowa.